How are you? Well, I sound like a Broadway virtuoso there. Get my me voice going. Monotone. How you doing tonight? It is a Sunday night. It means that it's time for you to ask Captain Jack. And I want to say, first off, thank you for everybody that's being here. I want to also thank OG Daniel, who is coming in tonight, because he did something that I've always wanted to do, and I didn't do it, but I'm glad he did, which was tell Ruben how to properly write II. And OG for the longest time, and I appreciated Ruben going II, but he did like I the letter, comma I the letter, but I knew what he meant. Anyway, it's Sunday. It's a football Sunday, but is it really a football Sunday? Well, it was because I just got off a podcast with Heidi, Kevlar Prom Dress, and T3 Tom Jones. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. No, it's not that Tom Jones, but it is T3 Tom Jones. Tom and Heidi do their podcast, and it's always just really a lot of fun. So my hats off to T3 Tom Jones, spelled Thom, by the way, and Heidi Stabbert, a.k.a. Kevlar Prom Dress, a.k.a. Was it Raider Love Bug? Well, that's a new one on me. Anyway, it's Flag Football Day? Are you kidding me? Flag football. I will say that I'm very happy to announce that as of right now, I didn't see an injury report that stated that Derek Carr has a hangnail. Now, you laugh at that, but there was a real possibility that with Derek Carr playing in the Pro Bowl, he could have had an injury. And I'm just glad that as of right now, it is 9:05 Eastern Time on the 5th of February. That's Eastern Time, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 February, that Derek Carr was not injured, which means that as of right now, the Raiders still have the option of figuring out where he's going to go. And there's a lot of things going on here. First off, I'd like to take my hat off, literally a tip of the hat, to Derek Carr for ending his Raiders career playing in a Pro Bowl and also fittingly throwing an interception. Yeah, that's a bit of a brum bum, but he did. He threw an interception. And far be it from me, who is somebody that's actually supported Derek for all of these years. I know that there's going to be people that don't like Derek Carr and said, yeah, and he threw an interception in his last game as a Raider. Okay, well, technically, it was a flag football game. But I know the joke is coming. Far be it from me to say anything, but yeah, it was appropriate. And I honestly wasn't going to watch it, but I was just flipping through the channels trying to find something to watch when I heard, and again, I wasn't watching it, I heard Peyton Manning, because he has a very distinctive voice, saying, yeah, and I saved all my Raiders for the last game. And I'm like, whoa, so I didn't really miss anything? Yes, I missed Derek Carr in the skills competition. And I would say that, and I have no problem with his comment when Ryan Clark asked him, hey, have you ever been this hot in Vegas? And then Carr deadpan, no. And that's probably one of the reasons why I'm not going to be here next year. It was succinct. It was a good comment. It was funny, and it was a barb. But it was all those things. It was needed because, yeah, he knew his Raider career has ended. But it was okay. It was funny. But it was online. And far be it from me to say that he was rushed out of town and he was, scorched earth. But at least I can say congratulations to him making another Pro Bowl. And again, I have no ill feelings towards Derek Carr. And again, people saying he's not our quarterback anymore. Aha, he still is. Because he has not accepted a trade deal. And what are we going to do? Now, I hear some people, and I just saw it pop up on one of those clickbait things, that maybe the Raiders are going to reconsider. I don't know. Maybe the Raiders will take on that contract for next year. And then the Raiders will have the capabilities because we will be in command because he is on our team. So if you want him, you're going to have to trade for him because we control the rights. It's not one of those things the other way around where you say, well, the Raiders are going to cut him on the 15th. Maybe they want to take another look. Maybe they do it anyway. Maybe they take on the contract and then trade it. I don't know. But, I mean, it's still, you got 10 days. 11 if you actually want to go to the 16th. So in 11 days, you're going to know what the deal is. So, again, thank you for being here. It is Ask Captain Jack. It's a Sunday night. The AFC lost, by the way, in case you were wondering. They didn't come back. So let me go through the comment section. Sam Bell, good to see you. Thank you for being in here. And this is what I was talking about with Ruben. Again, Ruben, I wasn't bitching. I knew what you meant. It's close. And then this is what else I was talking about. Chronicles, a.k.a. OG Daniel, says, I was also Navy, and it's I. Notice I never said that to you, Ruben, because I knew what you meant. And Hot Neil's in the house. Thank you for being here. Who else is here? Sean Johnson. Sean, again, I'm gonna tell you again. I appreciate you because Sean Johnson floods me, and not in a bad way. Sean Johnson makes sure that I know what the hell's going on because I don't get a chance to parlay and peruse the internet all the time. But Sean Johnson always sends me things on Instagram so that I know what's going on. And all of the things that I've seen mostly recently is all about Aaron Rodgers. And one thing I didn't know, and Heidi just brought it to my attention, is that apparently Aaron Rodgers' contract for 2023 is, I want to say, only $20 million? If it's true, maybe we can get him to redo the contract because I guess that it's backloaded, right? And if it's backloaded, you can have some finagling. You can have the finance guys and say, hey, we can do this, we can do that, we can shove this here, and we can do that, yada, yada, yada. If the Raiders want him. And I say if the Raiders want him, it's basically, does Mark Davis want him? Because, and I'm going to say his name, can't stand him, but going to say his name. Thank you, Tom Brady, for remaining retired as of whatever time it is, 9:12 p.m. on the 5th of February, 2023, Eastern Time. He's still retired. You know what? Stay retired, dude. You got a hammer for a girlfriend. I'd be hitting that every night and not have to worry about whether my knees would take it or not. She's hot. And apparently she's married too. I think maybe she's on the outskirts of whether it's an open marriage or if she's getting a divorce. I don't know. I don't care. It's one of those gossip feedbacks. Don't care. If that's your girlfriend and she's a hammer, keep hammering it, baby. Anyway, Matt Marinovich, thank you for being here. Ahoy to you as well. Chaos is in the house. Thanks, Chaos. Good to see you. Anthony Provencio is here. Anthony, I'm going to say this, and by the way, if you like what you see, please share it up. Share up the YouTube. If you're on Facebook, and I got 5 Facebooks going? I got 5 Facebooks coming. Come to YouTube. Because I can't read your comments on some of the Facebooks until after the show. I can't read them. But if you're watching this and you like what you see, come to YouTube. It is Captain Jack Rackham Levy on YouTube. You can't miss that. Go find Captain Jack, Rackem, Levy on YouTube. Come over to YouTube. And thank you for being here. What up to you as well, Anthony? Gam Snipper, nice lid. Where'd you get it? Dude, I'm pulling out all my old hats. This is another, what brand? Oh, it's a Reebok. I told you, I got that. It's a hat rack with 300 hats on it. You guys think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. And by the way, I went through my bag. I was like cleaning up my other room. I'm almost done. I will eventually get to this room. But I have like another 6 hats that I just bought that I have to put into the repertoire. What is it? Not the repertoire. What is it? Whatever. An order where you do it again and again and again. Whatever that is. Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye. Tootsie, don't cry. If you were wondering what the song is. Matt Marinovich said it was a lame football game. Anthony, who said it was a cool football game? Oh, okay, yeah. Anthony Provencio said it was a entertaining football game. I saw a little bit of it. It was aight. I'm glad I didn't waste all of my day about the show. And then Jimmy Farrell, who was making the comment that, Carr threw an interception. Yeah, all you need to know about Carr's performance at the Pro Bowl. AFC constantly flexing on the NFC was funny. Hey, but the AFC, I saw they had that weight contest where they had to throw the weights into a bin, and then all the linemen all the linemen, defense and offense, all the big uglies were pulling the thing. That was cool. That I liked. That was cool. Something different. Matt Marinovich says, I heard rumors that Carr will be a Saint next week. I hope it's right. Because then I can actually because I got some friends that are Saints fans, maybe in the bye week for the Raiders, I can go to Nollins if it's a home game, and I can have Derek Carr sign some stuff. Thought it was weird that the Al Davis torch wasn't lit. Yeah, that was cool. The man was the commissioner of the AFL at one point, but it's a unique game, Anthony. Grammys are unwatchable. I don't know. I'll take your word for it. I don't have it on. For once, I don't have my TV on. Jimmy Farrell was talking about the Knicks beating the Sixers. And hopefully Carr accepts the deal, Anthony's. ESPN 30 for 30 by Ruben. The Bullies of Baltimore. Is that the Ravens defense? Go get A-Rod. I'm hearing rumors about that. A-Rod and then Carr to the Saints. I'm all for it. Get a deal with Derek Carr. Get as much collateral as you can, and hopefully trade him to the NFC. Because we played the Saints, the first year we had in Vegas, and we played them last year in Nollins, right? So the next time we would play him would be in 3 years. And whether it's, I think on the rotation wise, it would be in Nollins because the last game last year was one of these extra games because of that extra game that they threw it our way. It'd probably be in Nollins again. Did you see the Raiders are interested in quarterback from Fresno State Bulldog? Yeah, his name is Hayner. Kid looks good, and I think that maybe the reason why he won't be a Raider is because of Derek Carr. Because if Derek Carr has that much wasta with people, they're probably not going to want to have Derek Carr in this guy's ear. It was ugly. Pyro, thanks for the roving glasses and eyes. Thank you there, sir, for watching. Mike Sarah was watching flag football as well, yeah. Rogers bought a house in Las Vegas, yeah. And, it's right down the street from Devontae Adams. Matt Marinovich says 90% chance Aaron Rodgers will be a Raider next year. I'm all for that. I'm all for Aaron Rodgers being a Raider. Thank God. If you're going to get a veteran quarterback, make it a good one. And make it somebody that actually has a few years left. And he would make us a Super Bowl contender. I'm going to the Super Bowl. Hey, Jacqueline Jones. Good to see you, honey. Hey, if you get any cool swag or like buttons or things or pins or any extra, I would say extra autographs, not autographs that you don't want. Or if you get an autograph and do two and then say, hey, can you sign it for my son? His name is Jack. You know how it is. Because players will sign for ladies, good-looking ladies like you as well, Jacqueline. And congratulations on going to the Super Bowl. I saw that Tuan Raiders and drafting the Senior Bowl MVP for Fresno State. Yeah, and he's a good quarterback. And thank you, Hot Neil. Like I said, like, share. Somebody doesn't like, they didn't like it. They have like a sad face comment on Facebook. Sorry if I pissed somebody off. What Ruben say? Maybe Mark Davis will get a new haircut and get his head out of his. Hey, Ruben, not firing McDummy. I'm worried about Denver getting Sean Payton. Well, you know what? I don't think that one guy, because Sean Payton had Drew Brees. That's what made Sean Payton, because Bill Belichick had Tom Brady. And yeah, he has Russell Wilson, but I don't know if Russell Wilson is broke. It's gonna make the Broncos better. It is, but I still think they don't have enough yet. Hey, Facebook user, thank you. Have you ever seen three more incompetent people running an NFL team? Owner, GM, head coach, also wrong. Whoever you are, that's funny. Hey, Facebook user, please come to YouTube. Please come to YouTube. Ruben, send Jay the $50 you owe me, please. I agree. Don't shine me on. I agree, Rube. If you make a bet, don't welch. Please don't welch. You bet Ed $50 that Carr was going to be here next year. Now, here's the thing. If on February 16th the decision is made and Carr is not on the Raiders, please send me the money and I will send it to Ed. And this way I will dispel all rumors. I will probably even show people the Cash App info that you sent me the money, and I'm going to send it to Ed Winchell. And thank you, Hot Neil, for the tip of $2. Thank you, sir. Captain, do you hear any rumors about trading up in the draft for C.J. Stroud? I have. I don't think it's true, or I hope it's not true, because I don't think C.J. Stroud, I think he's probably going to be one of the better of the first-round quarterbacks. I think Stroud and Levis will probably be. I think Richardson, if he learns how to be accurate, will be a damn good quarterback, but it's about getting his accuracy up. I think Stroud and Levis will probably bet. I think that Bryce, what's his nose from Alabama, is going to be a twig and broken in half. Hayner, I believe, is his name, Fresno quarterback in the draft that the Raiders are. Yeah, they're interested in him. I hope that it's because he's not a Fresno quarterback that he shines away from us. I'd love to have him. Please come over to YouTube. It'd be nice to get Aaron Rodgers, but it's too rich to give up for him. Unless he agrees to a contract negotiation, Jimmy Farrell. Anna Diaz for Mission Granted. Cross the quarter deck, please. Thank you for coming in. Ruben said, I hit the like button already, and the post has been shared on Facebook. Thank you there, shipmate. Appreciate it. Steve Running. Hello, Captain Jack. Thank you there, Steve. Come on over to YouTube there, Steve. It wasn't a football game. No, it wasn't. It was an exhibition. It was, even though the Pro Bowl is an exhibition game, it was an exhibition of an exhibition game. And I know the reasons why, because they don't want to get hurt, and it's become basically what the NFL played last year, minus Max Crosby really giving it his all. Truthfully, it's been a flag football game without the flags. They just made it official today. The NHL All-Star Game was more exciting than the Pro Bowl. Was that today? If that was today, I would have watched the All-Star Game too. Hey, Guareb's here. Thank you there, brother. Let me see what you did put. So glad the rig in the NFL is becoming a huge thing now. Players and refs are all in on it. It's all over YouTube. Amazing how slow people are to catch up. I did see something posted on Facebook today that they already have the results of the Super Bowl. They have Philadelphia winning by. Let me see if I can find it. It was they have Philadelphia winning. Can't remember what it was. Crap. I'd have to find it, but it's a post. It's a post on YouTube. And the Eagles won. And they said that it's like the Chiefs, what was it, like 20, was it 37-34 or 37-31? They said they're not going to, the Chiefs aren't even going to score that enough. Hey, I'm all for watching an entertaining game. Obviously, I'm rooting for, or I have I'm going to say it, I'm rooting for the Eagles to beat the Chiefs. I don't really care, but I care that I don't want Kansas City to win another Super Bowl. And I know that there are people that watch me that are Kansas City fans. I don't hate you. I don't hate the fans unless you're a dick. There are dick fans that I can't stand. Don't be a dick. But I have no problems with the fans for the most part. I had problems with their security, but we've already went over that. I can't stand the effing Chiefs. He's a smaller quarterback, 6 foot. No, you're talking about Hayner, I think, right? Legs and an accurate arm. That's what you need. If he's cerebral, you need to be cerebral. Well, it's the value we still have a Hall of Famer Bulldog on the roster, Devontae Adams. That's true. Thank you, Derek. By the way, if you want to become a member of the channel, Raiders07, a.k.a. Matt, you see that little Superman signal there? On YouTube, it's like a skull and crossbones. Thank you for being a member. And when I do have some time, I will get my stuff together and put together the next prize wheel. We got enough people for a prize wheel. Adam says he was trolling about Aaron Rodgers coming to the Raiders. When the noise is too loud, it's usually not true. And I agree with that, Guarev. I think it's a bunch of noise. Better not be a bust, or I'll make a FAR t-shirt. If he's here. I don't know if you're going to have to worry about it. Sean Payton heading to Denver as the new head coach. The AC West just got more competitive. I agree. So, Carr being traded to the Jets, the Saints, or the Las Vegas Raiders cut him, then wanting to re-sign him under new contract. Funny that McDummy and Z-Boy will not give Carr permission to shop around. He was given permission to shop around. That is a fallacy. And I'll put this up. You're reading or you've deciphered what you read is a crock of crap. What is this? Is that the teams that are interested in Carr have to go to the Raiders to say what the compensation is. We're going to give you this, or we're going to give you that, and we're going to give you the other, okay? Let's say it's 3 teams. They say this is what the compensation will be. And if we say that's cool, this way it's written into what the trade would be. And then Carr can say, hey, do you really want me on the team? And he makes the decision. That's how you go out of that. So if you're saying that he's not giving permission to shop around, Ruben, get your head out of your ass, please. Ziggler McDaniel gave DC a chance to seek out a trade. Thank you, Matt, for clarifying that. Captain, 1 year ago, last Tuesday, I moved to Pittsburgh. Hey, wow. Happy 1 year anniversary, Jimmy Farrell. Bet you're cold. Hey, Captain, I think the Raiders, Green Bay, and Houston will make a deal involving Carr, Rodgers, and picks, or Green Bay, Jets, and Raiders. Hey, as long as the Raiders get some picks, what happens if Carr re-signs with the Raiders? That means we take up the contract and then we can trade him. I read Carr's been talking to the Panthers and the Saints. Well, there you go. Both of them are NFC South, which is what I predicted, because everybody in the NFC South needs a quarterback. Need to keep our picks, make no trades, or only one trade is trade down. Need a lot of holes to fill, especially on defense. I agree with that, Jimmy Farrell. We should take Carolina or New Orleans and 40-41 overall for Carr. Straight swap either team. I like that. See if they agree to that. Raider staff is in here. Hey to you, Cav. Do you still have the bet on or off? What's the bet? For what? Well, Hanyo, you didn't win the bet last year because I said that I would give you like a helmet. Carr is still a Raider on a contract until cut or traded. That is true. But when that happens, Willie Wayne, that is when, if he's not a Raider on the 16th of February, then what is it? Ruben owes Ed $50. Only if you draft a Fresno State quarterback in the 4th round, then it's okay. I agree with that. We would have to get Rodgers to restructure his contract. Say he took all the money in Green Bay. Why Adams said, yeah, okay, that's true. We can restructure it. Pro Bowl is unfair to the lineman and kicker. It's not a chance to play. Agreed. Yeah, it was. The All-Star game was funny. Okay. Daniel James, thank you. Danny Johnson. Thank you there, Danny Johnson. Danny Johnson of the South Florida Raider Booster Club. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Get your friends out here. And it's your All-Star game was it was yesterday. Oh, okay. Tom Madro of the exceptionally well-known Madro clan. Tom, thanks for coming in here. Preview how the NFL we've played in 20 years. Kind of agreed. It's going to that. And let's put it this way, Tom. I hope I live to see it, because that means I will have lived another 20 years, which means I'll have 20 years on my truck, which means that my other truck, which is 20 years old, will be 40 years old, and that would look really good with the classic plates on it. Watching paint dry was more exciting than the Pro Bowl. I agree with that. Guareb, yeah, there it was, 37-34. Okay, yep. You must have seen the same thing that I saw. Super Bowl is at State Farm Stadium. There's no way the Eagles win. It's fixed like a mofo for Mahomes and Chiefs. I saw that as well. Most of the U.S. is rooting for the Eagles, only Texas. Oh, Texas and the Kansas City? Pretty much. How about you guys are bombing me with content today. How about the Raiders get A-Rod, Houston gets Carr, Vegas gets 39, Green Bay gets 15, Green Bay gets Houston's number 2, 34, and Las Vegas is 2024 for. Hey, I like that. Patrick, and thank you for coming in here, Patrick, when you have a game to play in a week. Thank you, Patrick, my 5 downs coming in here, making that trade. I like that. Get it done. Matt, how you doing? Hot Neil's talking to Matt Marinovich. Hollywood's in the house. Hollywood! And Felicia is outside. Unless you're talking about the other Felicia, and she's still in Florida. Salivating over. Yeah, Ed Winchell, man. That's awesome. Okay, Sean John comes in. We have 11 draft picks right now, all those, with possibly 12 to 14 picks with DC trades, so a lot of draft capital. Yeah, Sean, there you go. Raider Mode's in here. Thank you. I have no problem trading up to get Jalen Carter. That is the only person I would trade up for. And thank you, Mike Sarah, for coming in here. I agree with that. If you're going to trade up, get Carter. Wasn't that a movie? Get Carter? I know it was Get Short. See if that was a movie, Get Carter. Tubby Chili's here. Thank you, Captain. Getting a fake put on next week? I don't know what a fake is. I, nice truck. See, and Matt Marinovich knows how to spell I. No. If Carr's a Raider come that day, then Ed will owe me. Here's the thing, Ruben. If Carr is not a Raider next year, i.e. playing for the Raiders, that's the bet. That was the bet. Not the date. Come on. That's a crock of crap. And I'm not going to be involved with that. If Derek Carr throws a ball for the Las Vegas Raiders in the 2023 season, that's the bet. So don't welch on a bet, Rube. That's the bet. Yeah, Get Carter was the Sylvester Stallone, but there you go. And thank you there, Jason. Thank you, sir. And even Ed's calling you on. Don't be a dick. Get Carter. And Patrick again with okay. Raiders get Green Bay's 15, Carter Saints for 30, Jets get A-Rod, Green Bay gets 30, Jets 13, and 2020 for first round. Gives us 7 and 15 overall. Jets the quarterback, Green Bay gets 3 first round. Hey, I don't care, man. I want him gone, man. I want him gone with some picks. Jimmy Furpo's in the house. Raiders! Thank you there, brother. Carr going to be a Raider next year. Thank you, Matt Marinovich. And, okay. When you drop in the link, okay. Gee. There you go. Okay, it's close to it. I've been on for 35 minutes. Okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. It is about time. When you drop in the link, old man, and thank you for reminding me. Furpo says, gives you a Raiders as well. And then Tubby Chili says something. Here's the link. Come into the show. It's a 2-hour show. Thanks, Matt. I want Mark gone, McDaniels, and it ain't gonna happen. It ain't happening, Rube. Come on, man. Here's my Chris Carter impersonation to you. Come on, man. Ain't happening. But thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for doing after the show, so we get the numbers up. There's a name for it. It's a mathematics name. Tubby Chili even says the same thing. It ain't happening, man. Come on, man. And Anna Diaz says hi, OG, and hi, Hollywood. Okay, so now that I was rudely brought to rest. Oh, yeah, you did forget Ed Winchell. But now that I was rudely brought to, where's the link go, man? Get off my lawn. How about some OG?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. What's up with you tonight on this somewhat football day?
I'm trying to get on here before I fall asleep because I go to bed early. But
Okay.
here's some things that I needed to talk about. First of all, talked with Ed earlier. Congratulations. I hear things are going to be very interesting for you next year in the spring. I'm going to leave it at that, and you can make your own announcement. I'm not
Okay.
going to do that, okay? You know what I'm talking about.
Don't jinx. Don't jinx. Don't jinx.
I'm not jinxing. I'm just saying I may be part of something other part of that. I'm
Okay, good.
myself. Here's the thing. Everybody's talking about, oh, we want Aaron Rodgers. We want Aaron Rodgers. Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Because did you not see?
Whoa. Okay, wait. Can I answer that, and then you can, or do you want to do your long-winded thing, and then I can do mine?
I don't do long-winded things. I'm not you, bro. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna have a quarterback that's a vet that is high priced, I would much rather have gotten Aaron Rodgers than the guy who retired. If the price is not too much for him, I'd love to see him. I'd love to see Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback for the Raiders, because then both of the mouthpieces for State Farm would be in the same division. That would be cool. Go ahead.
Let me explain the consequences of bringing in Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
2 years ago, he called out the Green Bay Packers, called them out big time. You know, he's like, I'm Aaron Rodgers. I don't care what you think. Every team in the NFL will try to get me. I don't care if you get mad at me. Do you actually think when he calls out Josh McDaniels for his crappy play calling, or calls out the Raiders for their whatever, he's not going to care? He's not Derek Carr. He's not going to be that nice guy. He is going to trash this team for a long time to come. And when he speaks his truth, people are going to listen to him. He's got cred. He did it to his own damn team, talking about, oh, they don't allow me input, and they got rid of all the guys I liked, and blah, blah, blah. And he didn't care. He's not going to mince words. He was with the Green Bay Packers, and they bowed to him. Do you think this clown McDaniels ego is going to be not destroyed by Aaron Rodgers? Let's just put it this way. If Aaron Rodgers comes to this team, he's going to rip this team apart within a year. McDaniels will have nothing. Okay? He will destroy McDaniels and his BS and call him out on it. And McDaniels' career will be over, and Aaron Rodgers won't care because he can retire to Tahiti and do freaking herbal cleanses to remove debris from his colon or whatever. He don't care. He will destroy this team if he comes here. Mm-hmm. So y'all keep going, oh, we got to get Aaron Rodgers. You're a dumbass. If you believe that that's going to be good for the Raiders, you a dumbass. Okay? He's going to wreck this team for years to come. And all I'm saying is, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback out there. We get him, we're screwed. Who's the second best quarterback out there? Geno Smith? No. Jimmy G. No, he's pretty much Derek Carr, but injured all the time.
I got you.
What else we got? Sam Darnold. Oh, that's nice. Baker Mayfield. Okay. We screwed over Derek Carr, and there's a price to pay for that karma. Mm-hmm. And that karma is coming to the Raiders.
Okay. Well, I like all your analogies, but I will say this. What did Leo DeRocher say about nice guys?
Oh.
You don't know? Really? The very famous quote from Leo DeRocher was, nice guys finish last. Right?
Well, Leo DeRocher is an idiot.
Ooh, I beg to differ for you, but we'll save that for baseball season.
You know what? You can be nice. Let me explain something to you. I've had a business practice that I followed for a boss I learned from years ago. Lift everyone else up around you, and you will be elevated with them. Nice guys don't finish last. Nice guys leave a legacy. If you're a jerk, everybody thinks you're a piece of crap.
I think that he was talking about sports.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was talking about sports. And the analogy is that nice guys finish last. Like, for example, Casey Stengel, the old professor, when he was the manager of the Mets, the Amazons in the early 60s were a bunch of people like with Choo-Choo Coleman, a catcher, and Marv Throneberry at first base. And you only had like one guy that was actually worth a salt, and that was Gil Hodges. Again, I'm old and I know these things. But the analogy was for a nice guy that they don't really have that fire. And Leo DeRocher had the fire. And for those that are saying, and I agree with you about one thing about Aaron Rodgers, that he really does have a give a crap attitude. But he's always performed, even when he had the RELAX. And what happened?
Because how was his season last year? He did not perform.
No. Well, okay. They almost made they were a lot closer to the playoffs than we were. And with a lesser team. If you're going to have a high-powered, and that's the key words here, if you're going to have a high-powered quarterback that is worthy of a big, decent payment, I'd take Aaron Rodgers over anybody that's available. Now, the operative words were high-powered and expensive quarterback. Personally, I've said it before, I want Jarrett Stidham re-signed and go get Jacoby Brissett. As your bridge quarterbacks for 2023, which some people are saying is a throwaway year anyway. If they're saying it's a throwaway year anyway, I really don't think it could be, because if the Raiders do enough on defense and have quarterbacks that are capable and draft a decent up-and-comer, and if it's Haener or Fresno State, if it's Hendon Hooker in the late second, early third, if it's maybe the kid out of Stanford who definitely has a brain, you're going to have to be a cerebral quarterback that is capable, okay?
I would love to see that egomaniac, Josh McDaniels, get and trade for an egomaniac like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers would make Josh McDaniels his bitch and get him fired after next season. And we get to do another rebuild. That's what's going to happen if we do this tragedy.
Maybe.
Not maybe. Going to happen. Aaron Rodgers' ego is as big, if not bigger, than Josh McDaniels. And Josh McDaniels will either be Aaron Rodgers' bitch or he'll be fired. And then we start over again.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Why do we have to keep seeing the same shit over and over again?
And thank you for Roku for being here and watching your mouth.
We're on Roku.
Yeah, of course we're on Roku. It's Sunday night.
Oh, gee.
That's
all right,
okay.
So, all right, I should dip out, as I'm going to get more foul than that if I keep talking about these guys. Josh McDaniels is a joke. We're all going to find that out soon. We hired another coach with another losing record. Again. Mark Davis isn't going to learn from this. You know what? This season I'm coming in with absolutely zero expectation because of the fact that this coaching staff and this GM are going to make some bad, terrible mistakes in free agency. But we'll see.
Okay. Well, first off, again, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure. And the one thing I will say is I plan, and this is a plan. It's not. It's kind of like Jello. It's kind of set in Jello right now. The Jello, which is that's just hot, hasn't even congealed yet. It's still hot Jello. My plan is that in the off season, I'm going to try to have a show either Tuesday or Wednesday when the Tuesday and Wednesday shows go on hiatus, where we can cuss.
Okay. Well, I also want to plan on getting involved in the marketing aspect of a new company next year that you may be part of. And I'm not going to talk about anything else. I'm going to keep my mouth shut until that announcement comes out. But I'm glad that we may be working not on the same team, but on the same teams.
Yeah. I said, hopefully it'll come out, and don't jinx anything. Don't jinx anything.
I am not jinxing anything. I'm still in talks. You're still in talks. Everybody's still in talks. We may have a surprise for you guys next year. Just saying.
Okay. Well, hey, let's put it this way. I want 2023 to be a lot better than 2022. And it's already looking up that I have a nice, wonderful Felicia out in the driveway, to take the place of Bye Felicia. And it's coming along swimmingly.
Right, but 2024 is going to be a really nice year for both of us if all things come together.
Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully so.
And you and I need to have a phone call over that. But anyway, just want to say I love you, brother. And we got a future happening, hopefully.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so, man. I can't wait.
All right, bro. You have a good night. Bring on your next guest. I'm sure they're going to be more interesting anyway.
Well,
you'll have a good one.
We don't have one yet, but I am going to drop the link again. If you want to be on, and if you say that, hey, I can follow OG. If you can follow OG, and not too many people can, but I have confidence in whoever does. Hit the link, man. Hit the link. Hit the link. And Anna Diaz says from me, have a good night. We all say to you, have a good night.
Good night, Anna. You have a good night, Captain. Love everybody in the chat. Good talking with you.
You got it, man. Hey, that's OG Jack Daniels. And I appreciate him coming in. OG is the truth. It is what it is. I agree. Damn, you must love Carr. Get off his chachis. It is what it is. I like that. And Jimmy Firpo with another Raiders. It's not a show without a Firpo. And we're going to bring in another person who popped in first. And I'm going to remind everybody. Wait, let me get the banner ready. Hang on. Because if I don't get it ready, it's going to be... Here it is. You are watching on Roku TV, so please watch your language. Having said that, we're going to bring in Mr. II himself, Ruben. How you doing tonight, Rube? What's going on, man?
I'm doing good.
I'm good. What's up with you?
Mr. II, huh?
II. Yeah. What's up?
Well, that's kind of like your call sign when I come in. That way you know I'm there. If I don't put that, then I'm not really watching the show.
I got it.
I like what OG had to say. He's right about a lot of that stuff, and see, that's the beauty of it. If they go get Rodgers, good for McDaniels and good for Ziegler and good for Mark. I hope they know what they're getting themselves into, because if he's able, and I wouldn't say he threw the Packers organization or the buddy, he did it. He just told it like a quarterback should be able to talk and not be, scared of what might come out of his mouth or not. So if you're going to have him as your leader, it's like something I saw with Vince Lombardi and Bart Starr when he chewed his ass out and he told him, hey, You want me to leave these guys? That's fine. But you expect me to leave these guys and you're chewing me out in front of them? If I got a butt chewing coming to me, then do it. But you do it in private, not in front of these guys, and then expect me to lead them. So if they expect Rodgers to come in and be that quiet type guy and don't say nothing like Carr's gonna do, I got news for you. He's not gonna do that. And I hope he does come. Because if he does come, because the rumor is, and this is through his agent, okay, and somebody in real estate is saying that he bought a house. They're going after him. Now, whether they get him or not, they're going after him. And if he doesn't come, good, because guess what? You guys are in for a rude awakening. And when I say you guys, I'm talking about those two knuckleheads over there with Mark, okay? The three stooges, C-Boy and McDummy. You guys ain't going to control Rodgers. And Rodgers is a damn good quarterback, okay? Back in the day, Al Davis could have got him. A lot of people don't know that. For the guys that follow the Raiders but don't know the history, I forgot what the kid's name, but he went with that other kid. And Rodgers was at, like, what, Cal Berkeley? What he did for the Packers, he could have did for us, given that we would have had a good defense. Okay, this is the problem that we have. Carr made the Pro Bowl. He didn't play in the game, but he won the percentage competition for hitting the target. Now, he goes to the Pro Bowl. He does this, gets first place, but yet he's the problem, huh? Not the quarterback. No, the quarterback's the problem, but the coaching staff and the play calling is not the quarterback, right? It's not the problem. And the defense is not the problem, huh? And we're last in the league in defense. With the first string, third place of this season for the wide receiver position, Adams, which he should have been first place, okay, right alongside with Josh Jacobs, and that didn't happen. There's 8 games, and out of those 8 games, all you had to do was win 3. We set a record like no other franchise ever had. We lost 5 games when we had leads. Now, you bring in Rodgers, trust me when I say this, the very first game of the season he plays and we lose, he's going to have something to say about it. And from that season on, it's going to continue that way because Rodgers, I cannot see him being quiet, not saying nothing. He's going to call McDaniels out and everything he does. You're going to see what guys didn't see way back when because they're young, or maybe they just remember the days of Gruden and Gannon, when Gannon used to him go back and forth. And, it was like a damn comedy show on the sideline. But you like that as far as a player's perspective from a fan's perspective, okay? We saw the quarterback in the coach's face when he knew the coach was wrong. And as far as a fan like me, I love it. Why? Because Gruden didn't know everything. Neither did Gannon. So when you disagree on something, you're supposed to tell each other something so you get back on the same page with each other. And that didn't happen all the time. But when it did, look what they did on the field together. He's the general. He's the captain of the ship. He's the coach. Okay, you let your quarterback go up there and do his thing. You don't try to control every little thing, Mr. Conservative, who's no longer with us because of some preposterous emails and whatnot. Okay, he's suing the league, and I hope he doesn't go to the money because he's already has it in court. If it has merit, the NFL thought the case was going to get dismissed. Well, they're wrong. You guys had the wrong judge in your pocket. Why? They didn't have this judge in their pocket. So now it's up to Gruden to put a lid on top of all this to get his judgment in the end and expose the NFL for what it is. See, the other day I watched the girls' show, and I don't really watch because we can't really come in, and I know it's a show for the winches, and Peggy's the captain of the ship, and the other girls, they're behind her and the whole bit. I made a joke because when you muted my mic, and I said, "Captain, mute your mic, please." LOL. Why? Because they really think some of these games are not fixed. And they don't want to believe it for whatever reason. That's fine. But if you think these referees are not making these calls when they can, like in the game. See, remember when that game happened with the Rams? I was waiting for Crosby to say something, and you said yourself, Captain, he probably won't say nothing. Season's over with. He had a lot to say about that Rams game now. And I'm glad. Why? Because I was waiting for him to finally say something, and he did. He was getting mauled in that game. To the point where he was in a headlock on one of the plays. Matter of fact, the final play when Baker threw that, touchdown. Now, he gets to the quarterback. Guess what? Baker's not the superstar they made him out to be that night, okay? Coming in 3 days, had the playbook for 2 days or whatever. He's the hero of the football game. We never won in SoFi Stadium. You fans, it's right in front of you. They do it right in front of you, and you guys don't see it. Talk about these games ain't fixed. I hope the winters are watching this because this is for you women out there, okay? They're fixed, okay? They're so fixed, they're about as real as a $3 bill. And me, Captain, and OG, and people that really watch the game, we know how these games are fixed, okay? In football, what do they always release? Injury report. Why? So the guys in Vegas, before we even moved there, know who to bet on, know how to bet. Why there's a point spread. Why is there one? To cover the bet. We seen a game, remember the Super Bowl when the lights went off in Vegas? Kind of like that movie Ocean 11, huh? Did that happen in that movie? Or in Ocean 12? The circuit breaker, everything went out in Las Vegas? Wow, huh? It's funny how movies art imitates real life, huh? And then it happens in the Super Bowl. And the Niners are getting creamed by the Ravens. And then they come back strong with a vengeance. They stayed on like 34 for, I don't know how long, the majority of the second half after they scored or whatever. And here comes back the Niners with Kaepernick going down the field. On the last play, he throws the ball in triple coverage. They lose by 3 points. Look at all that points they made along the way, covering the point spread. Go look up that year what the point spread was, what they were favored to win. Even if you lost and you picked the Niners to win, you still won. Why? Because they only won, the other team only won by 3 and they only lost by 3. See how that works? What was the point spread for the Rams and Raiders game? My brother said it was 3 points, maybe 3.5. And we lost by 1. 17-16. Same score with the Buccaneers and the Saints were kicking Brady's butt. Oops, sorry, I cussed on your channel.
You said butt.
TV.
But you also said,
Yeah.
Brady, I told you don't friggin' cuss on my show.
Yeah, TB12, okay? He was getting his butt handed to him that game. And who bailed him out? The refs. Now, if you saw that game, good for you. If you didn't, go back and watch it. It's enjoyment, okay? It's entertainment. He lost that game. They helped him. They won. Made him look good. And then he gets into what? The playoffs? And then he made Dallas look better than what they really were. So what happened? Dallas goes in there with the Niners. Okay, that's fine. They didn't do too bad. Prescott was terrible. 2 interceptions killed them. And they're losing by 7 points. Final score 12-19. And then I told everybody what was going to happen with the Niners. I don't see nobody with their flags going in the air, okay? I don't. What happened, you understand? You guys only as good as who you play against, okay? You had 4 major losses this season, okay? And the 4, there were bad ones. We swept the Broncos. You guys lost to them by 1 point, okay? You lost and got demolished by a mobile quarterback over there down in Atlanta. And the Chiefs have your guys' number. They beat you by 21 points. Yeah, we lost to the Saints by 24, okay? We got shut out. We could have got for a field goal and, not the shutout, but we got it anyway. And who was the other team they lost to? There were 3 teams. There was 4. I forgot who was the other team. It was Denver. Okay, the point I'm making of this, Captain, you guys get in it with a team that's competitive, okay? You're only good at who you play against. So they did to you what they did to the Giants. You guys only scored 7 points. A friend of mine lost $100. Hey, Willie, if you're out there, thank you for your money, okay? And don't worry about it, Winchell. I got him, okay? But like I said, if Carr stays a Raider, then what happens? Because, see, we didn't think about that. That might happen. But I know one thing for sure. Whatever they're going to do with him, they do not want him shopping around, okay? Z-Boy probably told McDaniel to tell Mark, to tell whoever, don't let him shop. We're not doing that. We're not letting him do that. You know why?
No, you're wrong, though.
What?
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, and the fact is the Raiders are made their teams come to them with what the trade offers will be, not letting Carr do it. So the Raiders field the offers, and it's up to Carr to say yay, nay, or otherwise. That was the point. And you know what? The Browns did the same thing with Deshaun Watson.
Oh, I know.
So don't say they shop, okay?
Okay, what do you think going to happen with Carr? Honestly, because there's only a couple scenarios here. I know the Jets are really interested with him, and I tell you one thing: if Carr decides to go to New York, he's going with a team that got a good defense. Now, the only thing sketchy with that, if I'm him in his shoes, they got rid of their offensive coordinator. Okay, that's not good. They're going to have a new guy come in. That's the downside of that. Upside, you got a good defense. The offensive line's okay, depending on who's going to be the OC and who's going to be the head coach and all that kind of stuff.
Hey, Ruben.
But I said it earlier. Remember when I said, Captain, if he wants to make history, go to the Jets. Now, there's been reports he's all over NOLA, okay? He's going to go to New Orleans maybe. And then you said something about that other team or whatever. But OG's right. I like what he had to say.
Okay. And
Don't be
Ruben,
you're for a treat.
Ruben,
Yes.
thank you for coming in. I'm going to go to Black Thanos. And
Okay.
here's the final thought.
Yeah.
The final thought, and I'm going to mute you so you can't say anything after this, okay? Yeah, okay. The bet is Derek Carr taking a snap for the Raiders in 2023. If that doesn't happen, remember, you're muted, so I can't hear any of this. If it doesn't happen, right, if Carr takes a snap for the Raiders in 2023, you win the bet, and you win $50. If Derek Carr is gone by whatever date before the regular season starts, you owe Ed $50. And by the way, I hate being the middleman in bets like this. So please, just don't welch. That's the only thing I got to say, okay? You won't. Thank you. Hey, Ruben, thanks for coming in, brother, and you take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And wait, I'll allow you to say go Raiders because I know you say that.
Edward, if you're out there, and I know you're watching this, trust me when I say that I will not wedge on a bet. I paid Willie. Willie paid me. And I want to say one last thing. Philadelphia is going to win, and they're going to do to that team with Mahomes, and they're going to go after him because if I'm the coach, I'm going after him like I went after those other three quarterbacks they hurt, okay? They took them out. This is like that movie, Any Given Sunday, when they lost two quarterbacks in one half.
Wrap it up, Ruben. Go Raiders.
That's legit. Go Raiders.
All right. Ruben, thank you, partner. Take care. We'll see you next time. All right. That's Ruben. And now we got, and my head was hurting too. But I admire Ruben for coming in. I love the people that are regulars. Okay? Ruben's a regular, and I thank you, Ruben, for being a regular. Another regular who I can't wait to have on is Black Thanos. Black Thanos, give me a mic check there, shipmate. Good to hear from you.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. I hope it's good.
It's good. It's good, brother. How you doing tonight?
Great. I just tuned in like 5 minutes ago. I was kind of inundated with a lot of stuff and watching the old Mickey Rourke movie, but I didn't get to catch the Pro Bowl. But I heard about some of the events, like the hula hoop competition, finger painting, bobbing for pig feet, all of these nice little.
That's beautiful. Oh, that's great. Finger painting and the hula hoop competition. That's comedy beautiful, man. That is, I couldn't have even thought of that. Thank you that's wonderful. You should sell that to some comic, and the only people that know about it is our audience, and you can make money off that, man. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, you're in that age range where you will remember that old time ABC sports special Superstars where athletes from all sports would compete. That's kind of where the Pro Bowl has merged, and I know because of big business and injury risk, unfortunately, it's morphed into this, where you got thumb wrestling and all types of other things. However, I didn't catch any of it. I came in like 5 minutes ago. I see the title of your show. I believe the ex-signal caller is as good as gone. No disrespect to the preceding caller. Belief is a powerful thing. I mean, for 40 years, I watched, Linus from Charlie Brown wait on the Great Pumpkin. Standing out there in the pumpkin patch.
Or try to kick the football from Lucy, right?
Right. And and Charlie too, missing the football, and Linus believing with all his heart the pumpkin patch was the Great Pumpkin going to come out the sky and bring toys for all the faithful boys and girls. Look, the writing has been on the wall. And when your star wide receiver is ex-teammates with a future Hall of Famer, showing them A1 hospitality all throughout Sin City, trolling the heck out of the nation. The Carr brothers don't have anything on Adams and Rodgers in terms of subliminal hints and stuff like that. He's gone. Let's accept it. And then you can process the pain and stop vilifying the Raiders. Because if you listen even to Max Crosby in a recent interview, whereas he said Carr has been there for 9 years, and I'm quoting Max directly, he said, which is crazy because that doesn't happen. He didn't expound on why he said that, but easily an educated person would infer if you are sub 500 and never won a playoff game, you don't last 9 years in this business unchallenged, basically. And you can scapegoat the defense. We've been hearing that whining excuse forever. However, the Raiders have also been in the bottom of red zone efficiency for years now. Prior to Josh McDaniels, we was in the bottom three. And we replicated that again this year. When you're talking about 135 turnovers in 9 years that do not help a average or even sub-average defense, no way, no how. When you've been paid $200 million, I'm not shedding no tears or playing no damn violin or making some saving Private Ryan martyr hero out of basically Alex Smith 2.0. That's what you're dealing with. But at least Alex Smith, who swept us, by the way, in 2016, Derek Dallas Carr's best year, even in his best year, he couldn't beat the Chiefs. But at least with Alex, they got to the first round of the playoffs. But the running joke was they were one and done. They used their intelligence, drafted a young man by the name of Mahomes, let him sit for a year. The rest is history. Next week, he may win another one. I hope not. But hell, he's got a 50-50 shot. Yeah. It's over. It's too much toxicity, too much division right now. Believe me, people in the Raiders' brain trust. They see the energy, the attitude of Derek Dallas Carr, his camp. They want him far away from here because it was his decision to go home with his football because after that disaster. And I like to ask some of these hardcore zealots this. What game did you watch on Christmas Eve as the anniversary of the most fabled game in the history of football, the Immaculate Deception, played before a national audience on Christmas Eve, everybody home sipping eggnog, and we watch him stink up the joint or defecate like he never been potty trained? What game was you watching? Even if you subtract the financial concerns, it would have been perfectly reasonable for the Raiders, McDaniels, or whoever else to say, well, this season is spiraled out of control. We want to try something to see who we got, give this kid a run so we can gauge what we're going to do for the future. It happened to Montana. It's happened to Favre. It's happened to Eli Manning here in New York. People who have won things in this game, and you are so egotistical and hypersensitive, you choose to go home. And the Raiders conceded to that. Mm-hmm. And now people are holding up signs talking about we deserve better. Yes, we do. We don't deserve a quitter. We don't deserve someone self-absorbed. We don't deserve passive-aggressive tweets by his family members to an organization that gave them generational wealth. The last man had more than 9 years and never win anything was Archie Manning. That's over 40 years ago. As Max Crosby said, it does not happen. So accept the inevitable. I don't doubt his effort, but as we saw in the Pro Bowl today, he gave you one interception to remember him by.
I don't know whether you were here at the beginning, but I said appropriately, and this is from a person that is not bashing on Carr, but just saying the truth. Appropriately, Derek Dallas Carr, I will say it to the name like you say it.
Yes.
Derek Dallas Carr threw an interception in his last game playing under the Raider colors because he had a Raider crest on his T-shirt. So appropriately, he threw an interception his last game as a Raider in Vegas. Because again, his last game as a Raider was on the Immaculate Deception game in Pittsburgh, and we all know how that goes out. Okay, and again, there are other people, and there are people that are saying, hey, who's our quarterback? And this is from Hollywood, and so that, like I said, I will be so happy. Literally, I will be so happy when this situation is resolved. One way or another. I don't like talking about it. I really don't.
Yes, it's been exhausting for years, Kat.
Yeah, and here it is, okay? And like I said, I gave him every bit, and like I said, it's not that I'm pissy. Mike, I'm not pissy. I gave him every bit of positivity as I could, but I will say this. I'm interested to find out who the Raiders quarterback is going to be next year. I really am. But I'm willing to wait to see what happens. And I don't have a $50 bet on it like, Ed Winchell and Ruben do. But it doesn't really matter to me. All I know is that unless things change drastically, Derek Carr is no longer a Raider as of like the 15th or the 16th, unless something happens. And that's the fun part. We don't know. But I do want to see who the quarterback is going to be next year, because people are saying, like, do you want to have Aaron Rodgers? I said, honestly, if we're going to have a quote-unquote retread quarterback, because he's really not a retread, but if we're going to have a quarterback that is worth a lot of money, I would much rather have Aaron Rodgers here for a couple years and see what happens with him. But if that doesn't happen, and this is what I really want, and I'm on record saying it, give me Jacoby Brissett and Jarrett Stidham and Chase Garbers and a quarterback we draft either in the late second, early third. And I want to say early third, because if the only way you go after Hooker, because like I said, Anna Diaz wants a Hooker jersey. I want a Hooker jersey. I would buy a Hooker jersey.
Vegas is the right place.
That is so apropos. But I want to see who the quarterback is, but I'm willing to wait to see it. Now, I got Raider mode that's coming on after you. Give me your best out the door there, shipmate.
Okay, I'll try to make it shorter than our dear friend who was before me.
Ruben, yeah. Go ahead.
we sometimes you can get used to anything, even low expectations, and you get comfortable with mediocrity. You grow to resent success. We won 6 games this year. 5 of those 6 games, Josh Jacobs ran for over 100 yards. The one game he didn't, he ran for 99 against the Patriots, whereas Chandler Jones had that miraculous play, and, we rode off into the sunset. Our leader basically has been clear. Even games that Devontae excelled at, we typically didn't win those games for whatever reason. Our strength was the run game. So McDaniels is so horrible, yet this O-line is ranked top 10. Yet Devontae's first team All-Pro. Josh Jacobs lead the league in rushing. Something is amiss here, but because one individual who's heavily loved for whatever reason, has to be scapegoated. The numbers are clear, Cap, and we have to just move forward. All this trepidation, who's the next quarterback? Well, who was the next quarterback for the Bengals after Andy Dalton or Alex Smith in the with the Chiefs? Or the 49ers have changed quarterbacks at least 3 times in the last 10 years, and they damn near almost got to the Super Bowl this year again. So he doesn't want to be here. We gave him every chance in the world. We gave him 2 max contracts. It's time to go forward, whether it's Aaron Rodgers or whoever it is. Keep this run game, fortify the defense. You got weapons here. Get someone who doesn't turn the ball over like it's a religion, and we will ultimately be fine. There is life, just like there was the Raiders before Derek Dallas Carr. There will be life after him. Trust me, because 6-11, you could have brought anybody here to do that. So if that's what you're struggling to hold on to, you need to see a psychiatrist or examine your life, because maybe you are addicted to underachieving. I'm from a different era under this Raidership, and enough is enough. 9 years is unprecedented. And that spoiled punk ought to be on his knees thanking us. Because, and basically, the Raiders did him a favor by allowing Dak Prescott to surpass him in interceptions. But I see you got me ready to park the plane. I just wanted to bring a little cheery, sunny optimism to the masses because the best is yet to come. February 15th, we shall see.
Hey, thank you for landing it, and make sure your trade tables are you can go to your upright position. And now that we've landed the plane, now you can put your cell phone on too. Hey,
no doubt, Cap. So I don't know when I may see you, maybe the draft, but
hopefully
there'll be plenty to talk about before then.
Oh yeah. And again, I appreciate you coming in because it's always entertaining when I have you and Ruben and anybody else that is there. It's one way or what is it? A very big sphere from 0 to 180. It's the whole scale, and I like that on y'all. So I appreciate that, and thanks for coming in, partner. You take care.
No problem.
All right, that was Black Thanos. So now I'm going to bring in Raider Mode, and then hopefully I got some time for Positive Philly because I got Mode on now. Jason Dean, if you want to come in, that would be fantastic. And again, Terrence, thank you for – I saw Terrence in here, and I got Terrence Elcarry. Great for you to be here, and all eyes on G. Hey, I love everybody that's here, man. I appreciate it, man. We got a lot of good watching here. It's fun. And you know what? I might go past 2 hours if you continue to come in. But only if you continue to come in. I'll go past 2 hours because all I know is that the show will only be on for 2 hours on Roku because it pops at 11 o'clock. But I won't be able to rebroadcast this show. But let's have that problem in the next 40 minutes. Let's see what it is, and we'll go from there. So it is what it is. Salute to you as well there, Terrence. Not a good answer. What is the answer? AR-12, get ready. Yeah, and I said, not tonight. Okay, Jason, maybe another time. Salute to everybody. Captain, you can't drive Felicia with no sleep. Oh, that's right. See, I told Hollywood I'm taking my old truck in to get a lube oil change early, and then I'll have enough sleep. But let's go to Raider Mode. Raider Mode, you ready to go, brother? Okay, I get the nod up and down. How you doing, man? What's going on with you tonight?
I'm doing good. Just doing something that I really love doing, and that's working security.
Hey, are you doing it already?
I'm actually down here in Phoenix right now. So I did get some information. I'll be working at one of my company's sites because they are hosting a big Super Bowl party themselves.
Cool.
And there's actually a pretty big list from what I'm being told. And a lot of A-listers have decided that they're coming to this event.
Well, it can't all be A-listers because I'm not there.
That's true.
Well, okay. Trust me when I say this. I hope and aspire to one day be an A-lister. I hope and aspire. Yeah. But I can hope that before they put me in the ground, I want somebody to say that Captain Jack made the A-list. That's all I'm asking.
Captain,
so,
you
go ahead.
Captain, you know dang well you're an A-lister in all of our books.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate you blowing smoke up my ass. That's So, what else is going on with you tonight? Again, you're in security. You're gonna do security for a A-list party. Really effing cool. That's awesome. I remember when the Super Bowl was down here and I was still bouncing. They had parties out at one of the places that I was a bouncer at. That was years ago. And they had people that were coming in and out of the place. and it was really cool. It wasn't a like a venue type of thing, but it was outside in Tampa, and it was one of the better places. In fact, like I said, I met. That's where I met Bruce Gradkowski, and when I was bouncing there, I met what was the tackle, Donald Penn, when I had to throw Donald Penn out, and he was cool. I also had two big statues of beastness beside me when I threw Donald Penn out, which was cool. I had to throw out Gary Sheffield, and I will say that
you threw out Gary Sheffield.
Oh, I threw out Gary Sheffield, and he's the one that told me, like, he was wearing his Kangol hat, and I didn't know it was Gary. I knew it was an athlete, but I couldn't place him, right? And he had this Kangol hat, and he's hitting on some chick, and it's 3:00 in the morning, and I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, it's time for you to go." And he gave me "Do you know who I am?" And I said, "Sir, I know that you are somebody famous. I can't quite place it, but I also know that it's 3:00 and it's time for you to go."
Yeah.
Then they told me, so I was Gary Sheffield. I'm like, yeah, I knew it was somebody. But yeah, I got it. But a great place. But when you, like I said, when you're working security, you're going to
You never know who you're running into.
Right. And you're going to have a ball, man. And like I said, if you're allowed to get autographs, have your like autograph book ready. But if you're not allowed, then at least try to get either mental pictures or quick pictures with your phone.
I'm always strictly work minded whenever I'm working around like big names.
Okay, cool. But take selfies if allowed. Anyway, what brings you up on Sunday? What's your thoughts on this Super Bowl flag football day?
Man, I wasn't even able to watch it myself.
You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything, man.
But from what I've been hearing, it became pretty watered down. They Barneyed it, however you want to call it. And literally, I could see this. I could see this continuing going down the road.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to Derek being in it, I think it was pretty cool that they gave him that chance. But at the same time, do I think he should have been in there? To be honest, not really.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty of other quarterbacks that should have gotten that opportunity.
Well, definitely this year. And again, I don't know. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I can tell you that was a bone. They threw him a bone.
Yeah.
It was in Vegas. They knew it would be the last time, allegedly, that he plays for the Raiders, and it was his curtain call out the door. It was hey, they threw him a bone, and it was nice. But should he have been there? No, not statistically. I mean, there are plenty of other quarterbacks, and don't quote me. I don't know right off the top of my head who it is, but there are other quarterbacks that deserved it more than him. But, yeah.
And literally, his performance in the skills competition, that was amazing. I'm pretty sure it showed a lot of scouts and recruiters, hey, he still has it.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs the right coaching. He needs the right team.
Yeah, I agree. And he did have that in 2016 when Musgraves was the OC, and he was a candidate for the NFL MVP. Might have gotten it had he not got injured again on, I don't know what it is about Christmas Day or Christmas Eve games that brings out the worst in Carr, or Carr gets his, ankle broken. But Christmas Eve is not a good day for Derek Dallas Carr. And he got his foot broke on Christmas Eve against the Colts years ago. And then Christmas Eve against the Stillers, said correctly. And the Immaculate Deception game, again, said correctly. It just wasn't his, just wasn't his deal.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, and again, Sharif says, "Hey, Russell Wilson killed the skills competition last year and got a what is it? A decent contract out of it too."
Yeah, he
What
did.
else you got?
I did overhear you and Sharif saying that New York has a pretty nice interest in him. And I was in another interview a few weeks ago, and literally, do I think Carr would be good in New York? Yes, he would. But New York will eat anyone up.
Yeah, I mean, I could imagine Derek Carr in New York within earshot of Thanos. Thanos would go to every Jets game. Thanos would go to every Jets game he could just to bitch at Derek Carr.
I could see that too, Captain. I could see that too.
Yeah. I could see it. And he'd go gladly. He'd go gladly too. But anyway, what's another hot take for Mo tonight? Because I'm gonna get Positive Philly in here after you.
If you want, you can bring him in here. I'll congratulate him too, like I did with the Kansas City fan.
There you go. And yeah, Sharif says LOL, so you know he would.
Yeah.
AKA Positive Philly, we're going in.
What's up, Captain Jack?
Raider Mode gets the chance to do this two shows in a row, where he had a good show last Sunday where we had KC Rob was in here and Mode's in here as well. Good to see you there, Positive Philly, aka Mike. What's going on tonight, man?
Nothing, man. We got 1 week until the big game. I imagine you guys are both Eagles fans for the next week or whatever. So it's exciting. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
I'll be straight up honest with you, Positive. I'm actually hoping for a tie. I know that's not possible.
We got it. Yeah.
But hey, brother, I just want to say congratulations to your Phillies. They made it out here to AZ, and I hope it's a really good matchup.
Yeah. Eagles, yeah, they made it. They went. They left. They left from the link today, and they're out there now, and it's going to be a long week, but I'm ready for Sunday. So
there you go. Hey, Mike,
and we're going to be on Broad Street.
Mike, turn your mic up a bit, partner. You're very, very low.
Is that better?
Not a lot, but yeah. You either.
I got my AirPods in. That might be why.
Okay, yeah, dude, friggin', you're using Apple products. That just said it all.
Hang on. Is that better?
That's a lot
Yes.
better. Thank you. There you go. All right, hey Mode, I'm gonna turn it over to Positive Philly. Mode, thanks for being here, partner. You take care, and we'll see you up on the next show, man.
So yes, sir.
All right, that was Raider Mode, keeping it tight out in Arizona, on the job with security. Hopefully, he will come back and give us some more stuff as to his week out there. Positive Philly, aka Michael, how you doing tonight? And there you go. Your Eagles did make it out there. It is the game of the games of the games. First off, did you see any of the finger painting and the hula hoop competition and the what else was it? Oh, the Tiddlywinks that they also played today for the AFC NFC Pro Bowl games that they had.
I saw a little bit of the game today. I thought it was all right. It's something new they're trying. I mean, I don't know. I felt like it was kind of cheesy, but we'll see.
Okay,
it is what it is.
Well, I like I said, I watched only because I caught enough of saying, and I told people this. I don't know if you saw from the beginning, Peyton Manning saying, "Hey, I saved my Raiders for the last game." I said, "Well, I might as well." And of course, I saw Derek throw an interception. I said, "Well, that's apropos." So there you go. There. And
now I
Alex,
do have a
thanks for coming
question.
in. There you go. Go ahead, Phil.
Is Derek Carr a free agent, or you guys still have him on your roster?
We still got him on the roster.
Did you guys part ways?
We did no. We did not part ways.
You guys didn't part ways with him?
Not yet. He is still a Raider as of right now. So, like I said, the big question will be will he be a Raider on February 16th? Because if he's a Raider on February 16th, that means that his contract is with us, and that whoever wants to trade for him is going to have to trade for the contract. It gives the Raiders a little bit more of a power, from what I understand. I might be wrong, but if he's cut on the 15th, then that means that he goes, the contract goes, the Raiders eat like $5.6 million. He's a free agent, and he can sign with whoever he wants, but we'll see what happens. So you only got about 10 days to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where he's going to go. There's a lot of places he could go. I think there's a lot of talks that you guys get Aaron Rodgers now. Apparently Devontae is trying to recruit him. What do you think about that?
I think it's.
Weren't you opposed to him before?
I'm sorry, what?
Weren't you opposed to Aaron Rodgers before? I remember coming on the show, you saying you didn't want him.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I've warmed up to the fact. I honestly don't want him. As far as like he's like, oh my God, we got to get Aaron Rodgers. No, would I be a lot happier with Aaron Rodgers than with Tom Brady? Oh hell yes. And now that Brady's out of the equation, would I be happy with Aaron Rodgers? Yes, if he wins. And that's the big thing. I don't care who our quarterback is next year. I want to see results.
Right.
But the big question is, what are you seeing this week? What's the big words out of Philadelphia? Or because again, you live in and around the city. What are the words in Philly about the game so far? Because I want to get a bird's eye view, and yes, the pun is intended. Get it? Bird's eye.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody, everybody's ready. You know how we are. I know a few fans who are going out there. I wish I was one of them. Unfortunately, it's the prices are outrageous.
Is Jamie coming out?
Yeah, I believe Jamie's going. Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine he is.
Whether or not he has a ticket yet, I don't think he has a ticket yet. I'm not sure, but I think he's obviously trying to planning on going to the actual game. But yeah, do you have us winning this? You have us winning, Captain Jack? You rooting for us? I imagine, right? Of
course. I am even actually contemplating. I won't wear it for the show, but there is Jersey Day at my work on Fridays, and I'm actually contemplating wearing my Javon Curse jersey on Friday.
Show, Captain. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, you got to wear it.
No, because this is a Ask Captain Jack show. It's a whatever. But see, at my work, I can get away with it because nobody can actually take pictures of me wearing it. Because then there's nobody that will say, "Here's Captain Jack wearing an Eagles jersey." There would be nobody taking a picture that would be able to blackmail me.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because where I work, there's no photography allowed indoors.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and Mo was saying, try climbing a light pole. Did they grease up the poles again like they normally do?
Oh yeah, they greased the poles before the NFC Championship, and people were out there after the NFC Championship.
And did anybody ever make it to the top?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, what brings you in on Sunday, man? I mean, we gave you your congratulations last week. You're happy about it. I know that you are. You're excited. Your belly is just full of a bunch of, what do you call it? Like it's churning and churning. What will be the best and worst feelings that you feel about this time in 1 week. It's 10:30 at night, so the game will be over, I think, like around 9 or 9:30 or 10. So it's 1 week from today. Give us your tops and your bottoms. Is what would you be feeling, positive and negative, this time next week?
Negative don't matter because 1 week from today, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be 2-time Super Bowl champions, Captain Jack. Okay,
you're that positive about it.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't know how Mahomes is going to play. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, his ankle's going to be fine." I believe his ankle's going to be fine, but I believe there's a few times where that defense is going to be able to get to him and sack him if he can't get out of the pocket.
Okay.
I mean, you know, these are two best teams all year. I think both of them showed it. We're not going to get the respect we deserve. A lot of people still say, "Oh, you know, the Eagles had a Mickey Mouse schedule. You know, they played bad teams. They shouldn't be where they are." Well, we are. Okay, we're the best team in the NFC. We proved that, regardless of what people saying. You know, we're going to go out there and we're going to make a statement and we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay. Now, are you giving me a score yet? Are you going to wait a little while on that?
I'll wait a little bit. It's going to be see. So here's the thing, right? Both playoff games, I said it was going to be a close game. You know, I didn't think we were going to blow out the Giants like we did. And with the way Brock Purdy was playing, you know, throughout the playoffs, throughout the season, I thought that was going to be a close game. So, I mean, you know, I said it was going to be a close game. Both those scores were blowouts. So I feel like if I say the Super Bowl is going to be a blowout, it's going to be a blowout. But obviously, I feel like that's not going to happen. But
okay.
I don't know.
Obviously, you got the Eagles winning, but give me a by how many?
I'd say between 7 and 10.
Okay, so
the spread.
Go ahead.
The spread is like a 1.5, I think, as of right now. I mean, what is it, like 1.25 or something?
I don't know. I haven't even looked. I don't care.
I don't know, but it could honestly be a field goal game. It could honestly be a 3-point win. It could be a 7-point win. I really don't know.
Okay. To me, this is what I do on Super Bowl Sunday when the Raiders aren't in the Super Bowl. Okay. I watch the commercials, obviously. I watch the game, but the important thing is what I'm eating. Okay. Because Super Bowl Sunday is like a winter Thanksgiving, because I know Thanksgiving is in the winter, but it's like an extra Thanksgiving game as far as there's a bunch of food. So I just got to figure out what I'm eating. And yeah, Anna Diaz is 1.5. Okay, thank you there, Anna. Appreciate that. Okay, I know I'm going to be eating pizza. I'm going to be making, like, they have the little smoky hot dogs. I'm going to wrap them in crescent rolls, but I'm going to fully wrap them. I'm not going to have the little things on, I'm going to fully wrap them so that they're like a corn dog type thing in the crescent roll. So I'm going to have those. I'm going to have cheese dip, or like a cheese and salsa mixed together. So I have that. I got the pizza. Oh, we're going to have some wings. So I got the wings going. And maybe I might even have some lumpia, which is like Philippine egg rolls, which is awesome.
Okay.
If we get the lumpia out, that'll be a Hollywood says okay. Come on in, Hollywood. If you want to come in, Hollywood, please do, because like I said, it's pizza for sure. It's going to be pizza, little Smokies wrapped up, some cheese dip with the salsa. What was it? Barbecue wings at a place right around the corner, which has really great barbecue wings. Maybe I might get some lumpia. I got to ask about the lumpia, but it's going to be like an extra Thanksgiving. In fact, the leftovers for the week after are going to be wonderful, and I can't wait about it. So, what are you going to be eating in your house? Because that's the important thing. Is you're going to be watching the game. Now, obviously, you're going to be a little bit more Oh, Rob Matheson says it's weak. Oh, okay. Well, sorry, Rob. I mean, hey, Olympia. If you throw Olympia in there, brother, there ain't nothing weak about Olympia, man. Olympia is, if you don't know what Olympia is, it's like Philippine taquitos or egg rolls, right? But it's meat. It's not just like, egg rolls kind of like with vegetables. It's like a Philippine taquito, and it's wonderful. So if you guys don't know what Olympia is, it's great. So if you throw all of that together and then you get a chance to eat it all over, it's great. So don't say it's weak, Rob. It's really, really good. Oh, yeah. And Hollywood, come on over. Anybody who wants to come over, let me know. But you need to let me know by Wednesday. Okay, so I will be able to plan it. So if Hollywood comes over with Kinsley and his Mrs. Loretta and maybe the daughter, we got it. Yeah, you see, WC knows about it. Olympia's great stuff. Ponce is also really good. See, WC knows about it. Yeah, Ponce is great as well. And Anna Diaz says she loves Olympia. So again, I go back to you, Positive. What are you eating in your house while you're watching a wonderful Eagles win?
Yeah, Captain. I'm not really sure. I know I am having Super Bowl at my house. Everyone's coming, family's coming to my house to watch a big game. We're going to have some wins, maybe some cheesesteaks, pizza, chips, salsa. Yeah. I don't know. The usual Super Bowl foods. Kind of thought maybe it would be cool if we had like foods from like both cities or something, but I don't know. We're probably not going to do that. Isn't like Kansas City famous for like their barbecue or something? But
well, I'm not. I'm having wings because it's a regular Super Bowl staple. Wings and pizza is for every Super Bowl.
Yeah. But Captain Jack, I do need to ask you. I do need your help on something.
Okay.
So
what do you got?
There's a few Chiefs fans on TikTok that are doing a lot of videos about the Eagles and everything, right? So I need like a way to come back at the Chiefs and back at the Chiefs fans. Like, how do you think I control the Chiefs in my TikTok this week? Like, do you know like any like as like a rival fan, like what do you think I should kind of do for like that would get like good views and make good content and everything?
Okay, well, I would say that at least Philadelphia fans don't have to rob banks to go to their games.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're asking me about trolling.
I mean, their last Super Bowl. Now, I did think about this. Their last Super Bowl they played, they lost to Brady. We beat Brady in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I don't know how to implicate that. I don't know how to really implicate that.
That's. I tell you what. I opened it up. I was opening up to the crowd. Okay. For all that are here, and we've lost about 30 viewers. I apologize. We lost 23 viewers. We had up to 60. What would you put? Oh, okay. We're getting some things to troll Kansas City fans. No, it's not. Well, Wild Turkey is not homemade pizza. If I could make it homemade, I would, but it's going to be it's a good local pizza company. Okay. Raiders 007 was saying jazz bass and drawing mustaches on people sleeping. You can go with that. Raider Mode says how Patrick sounds like Kermit. I like that.
I was thinking about that. I did think about that.
Any other suggestions? And yeah, Hollywood says he was gonna drop the at least Philadelphia Eagle fans are just ornery, but they don't rob banks to go get tickets. Yeah. And yeah. Raider Mode and Anna Diaz said that Kermit sounds or that Mahomes sounds like Kermit the Frog.
I was thinking that. I do need to find a way to implicate that though. Like, I don't know.
Raiders, Matt Osa says they don't put ketchup on their steaks. I like that. Getting mothers, Willie Wayne, hamburger over. Okay. You can talk about Andy Reid's affinity for hamburgers or something. It's like, hey, Philly cheesesteaks are a hell of a lot better than Andy Reid pushing hamburgers in his face. And like I said, Anna Diaz is all mine. He looks like Darlene from Roseanne. Like I said, that's why I call him Kermit Darlene, because he talks like Kermit the Frog and he looks like Darlene from Roseanne.
I don't know that show.
Yeah. Older Kansas City fans will. A good frog leg stew. Okay. Good frog leg.
Yeah, I'll probably do something with Kermit.
Okay. And remember, keep the comments coming. But I'm gonna say goodbye. Like I said, if you want to come into the show, we're gonna be saying goodbye to Positive Philly. And Positive Philly, I will be doing a show. After the Super Bowl. I will be very stuffed, but I will be doing a post Super Bowl show at 9:00. I think it might be. I don't know if the Super Bowl will be because it's like a 6:30 kickoff. So 6, 7, 8, 9. The Super Bowl will still be on. Yeah, the Super Bowl will still be on when I do the show. So I'll be watching the end of the Super Bowl.
You're doing a show regardless? Like, won't you have, like, people there and all?
Well, it depends. If Hollywood's here, if anybody else is here, I mean, I got to do the show because I'm required to. It's one of those Sunday shows. So, but we got 6:30 Eastern. So the Super Bowl will still be on. It'll be at least a 5-hour broadcast. So I will be broadcasting.
Cool.
From the doing the show. I might have to mute my mic because I don't want the I want to watch the show and I want to listen to it, but I might have the Super Bowl. I might not be able to get I might get a YouTube strike because I'll be listening to the Super Bowl. So we got anyway. But anyway, hey, thanks for coming in there, Paul.
Well, are you gonna be on this week?
Yeah, I'll be on this week, Thursday.
All right, I'll try and come on, one more time before the
game. I'll be on Thursday. We will be having our last NFL Nation Live, I think, on Wednesday at 9. We will be having Wild Wild West Wednesday at 7:30. I might do a uncensored show on Tuesday, or I might take it off, but we'll see. And Rob Matheson, by the way,
you're still going to do shows. You're still going to do shows in the off season, right? Like your Captain Jack and all.
Yeah, I'll be doing shows in the off season, just maybe not as many.
Okay.
Here's
Captain
one.
Jack,
Rob Matheson said that last time Kansas City was there, the assistant got a DUI, goes to jail. The head coach's kid, not cool, but shade. I like that, Rob. And by the way, I saw your menu. If I could cook a brisket, and by the way, this was Rob, so I'm going to go up and see what Rob was eating because he said I was going to be weak. So let me see. Wait. Okay, here we go. Brisket, chicken, mac and cheese, bacon 4 cheese dip. Well, I like that. Potato salad, hard-boiled eggs. Now, if you're all going to do that, I do deviled eggs, Rob. But that's a great. Rob, if you want to send some of that my way, I'll be more than happy to eat some of them. I'm not a barbecuer. That's why I do the wings, the brisket, chicken, and all smoke. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. It might be weak, but I want to enjoy the game. And if I have to cook, I'd have to cook all that. If somebody's cooking it for me, then I can't go into and enjoy the game because I'm cooking. But there you go. Hey, thanks again there, Positive. You take care. We'll see you next Sunday, brother.
Appreciate you, Captain Jack. Go Birds.
Go Birds, man. That's true. I will say that. No problem. Go Birds, because this way that, I hope they win. Anna Diaz, you have a good night. Good to see you. Philly, at least the Eagles don't have to pay off the refs. That's another one. So I will be doing a show next Sunday. Unless I rerun this show, if I keep it under 2 hours, which I might do. I might do a show Tuesday and run it Sunday, but that means I can't cuss. So we'll see. If I do a show for the Super Bowl, I'll probably do a show after the Super Bowl, and I might have a rerun on. Maybe. So we'll see this week. Okay. Awesomeness Sports. What is up, Hal? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Rob, it's always all done before the game, and I cook. I don't. Hey, Rob, that's great. Come send it. Come send any of your soon-to-be leftovers. Send them over to me. I will give you my address. Otis says marinate tri-tip. Oh, I like this. But I'm not a barbecuer, though. But I like this recipe. Marinate tri-tip in Blue Moon beer with orange slices for 24 hours and then smoke it. Hey, Otis, if my son, he's the guy that's on the grill. Okay, I admit it. I don't grill a lot because I just don't. I'm kind of lazy. I admit it. I'm kind of lazy. But he's the one that barbecues. So tri-tip in Blue Moon beer with orange slices for 24 hours and then smoke it. I like that. Anna Diaz, thank you, and good night to you as well. And I cook and don't clean up for Rob. Okay. I'm thinking, like I said, we might be doing a rerun. So if I do the rerun next Sunday, it is about this time that people are going to say, this is a rerun. This is a rerun on Roku. So Roku, if you're watching Roku right now, you might be watching the show again next Sunday. I will have a show that's live. I might do it after the Super Bowl. So we will see. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I might do a show Sunday on Roku that is from Tuesday. We will see. But again, I want to thank everybody that's here. Thank you for being here. Don't go away yet. Don't go away yet. Don't go away yet. Please please share. And please share up this thing. We like being here. Oh, if the Queefs do lose, I'll do a show, Rob. I will do a show. I will do a show. All right, folks. Take care of yourselves. This is Ask Captain Jack. It is the 5th of February, 1 week before the Super Bowl. This time next week, we'll know who the Super Bowl champions are. We'll know who the Super Bowl champions are. And here, let me make sure it's really, 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 really obvious. I don't want it to be Kansas City. That's the easiest thing I can say. I don't want it to be Kansas City. But we'll see. Y'all take care. Be well, be well, be well. And we'll see you for a show Wednesdays, 2 shows Wednesdays, 7:30, the Wild Wild West show, 9 o'clock, NFL Nation Live show. Thursday will be a show you don't know jack about sports. And if I do a show Tuesday, it might be aired on Sunday as well. It might be aired on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. Take care, everybody. Have a great week. And God bless you. Be well, be healthy, and we'll see you. Take care, everybody.